So Epic Games just dropped a new state of development article on their website, and it has some really interesting that I'd like to go over. The first thing of great importance is the ability to only match keyboard players with other keyboarders and controllers with other controllers. Now it says we have an upgrade to our matchmaking logic which will allow for an even more playing field when enjoying Fortnite with your input device of choice. In an upcoming release, we'll be implementing input-based matchmaking, which will pair you against players who are using the same peripherals. Example, controller versus controller, keyboard and mice versus keyboard and mice. Now, what this means is that let's say you're playing on PS4, which is like the only console which allows direct input of a keyboard and mouse, and you can basically play up against other control player as well. Basically, other players on the same platform, and people like to rant about keyboard and mouse is superior to controller in every way possible, and it basically gives the other users no chance. Now, I don't really care about what you're using to play against me. Once it's not something that's completely illegal, such as like what's this thing called? Hotkeys or I forgot what you call this thing, man. But it's basically like if you press one key, it allows you to carry out multiple actions of a combination of keys. Which, for example, you can bind stairs and ramps or stairs then ramp to like your mouse button to like one button on your mouse. So it allows you to like build faster and stuff like that. But once you're not anything like that, I'm happy. But I think this change mostly came about from when after the summer skirmish there was this solo event of this guy playing on PS4 and getting tons of kills and outshining all the other competition. There was a huge outcry in the community which wanted them to basically strip him of his title. But you see, the thing was right is that the guy didn't really do anything wrong. He was using an acceptable input method on the platform he's using, and he did what he needed to do to win. But I guess some people were just salty about this and wanted Epic to change something or to implement lobbies which only match keyboard players with other keyboard players. Now, Epic is also saying that they're not changing the current rules for a cross platform. For example, if you're partying up with a PC player, you'll always play against the PC player regardless of input type. For example, if I'm on my Xbox One and my friend is on his PC and I'm in a duos match with him, I will play against other PC users. Now, I guess this new update they're bringing is sort of beneficial to the community, as in that there'll be some sort of balance to how the games go about. So yeah, I guess this was a nice thing, but the main thing I want to take away from this update is the custom controllers. Which, well, let's just read the article. We are hoping to land this later in the year, and it will give you the ability to completely remap your gamepad to exactly your preference. In addition to customization, we're continuing to hammer away at feel and optimizations for our controllers across all platforms. Now, what this means is that if you got the standard Xbox One or PS4 controller that comes with your system, you won't have to spend in excess of $150 to $200 for an Elite or SCUF controller just so that you can build faster, shoot better, and just all around play the game better and be up to par with others who are using such input methods. Now, I've always wanted this since I started playing Fortnite. I was like, why is it that if I have a keyboard and mouse I can change my combination, but if I have a controller I can't? Now, you can already point out some limitations to this already, but Epic Games seems to be working on something which will allow you to remap your controllers. But even though you might have custom input methods, you won't have things such as extra buttons or extra paddles. You won't have stuff that you won't have stuff such as extra paddles or triggers you can use to like jump and shoot at the same time without playing the claw position, because we all know like when you're holding a standard controller, both thumbs are on the joystick, but then how are you touching the buttons on the top right? For example, your X, Y, A, B, or triangle, box, O, pyramid, or triangle, box, O, X button on the PS4. Yeah, how can you touch that? So which leads players to develop this position called claw, which they hold the controller standardly. Both thumbs operate the joysticks, but they use their index finger to press the buttons. Some people find this uncomfortable and some don't. But Even if you have some remapping, I guess this will boost the regular controller players better and just slightly improve their chances of playing against someone with probably an elite controller who can jump and shoot their guns at the same time. But yeah, that's it all for this video. That's the main thing that I wanted to talk about the controller remapping and the ability to match you with players who are using the same input method as you. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment your thoughts on these new updates that are coming, and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you guys later.
I can hear the sound.